Hello everyone, Hugsy Arts here, and today we're going to be drawing this guy, Jay. Now I got good license from Jay to go as mad as I want, which is what a caricaturist wants to hear. It means I can play with it as much as I want without the risk of him being offended. I got permission to poke fun, so we can have some fun with this one. Right, so I'm just going to draw from the scratch. I've opened up a new layer above that photo, so we're not drawing on that layer. And I've got my Hugsy pencil, which I made. Let's go ahead and work out the shape of his head. When I'm looking at this, I'm kind of working out where the mass is on his head. Now he's wearing a cap, so that kind of counteracts the weight of the beard. So I'd say the weight is going to be on the top of his head because of the cap he's wearing, but I'll still be beefing up that beard somewhat. He's got sort of getting that sort of vibe, shape of face off him, with that sort of vibe for the eyebrows. Quite serious eyes. Bit of a pointed down nose. Beard's going to be coming in there. Quite rounded eyes at the bottom. It's the sort of shape I'm getting for his head. If we're going to push anything, we could make this cap a bit bigger. We'll be playing with these eyebrows because they're great eyebrows to play with. Yeah, that'll do. Let's have a little look at his body. When I'm drawing bodies, kind of imagine if you imagine a bean. So if they're quite big at the top, let's make the bottom bit smaller. You imagine it pushing down, so say it's like that to begin with, and if they're heavy at the top, we're going to lose some. It's if you're squishing it, you're losing some from the bottom. So that's how I'm going to be working the body shape out. Quite a thin, slight guy, so we'll be looking for this sort of shape body. Bit of fun. Make sure our line of action and our balance is on. Shoes in there. His arms, I think I'm going to do them come in around and being folded like so. Get a bit more shape going on there. In at the top. There you go. That's just a quick loose doodle of what I'm seeing in my brain when I'm looking at this guy. So now I'm going to go ahead and ink it up straight off the bat. No more sketches, no more accuracy. Let's go ahead straight to the ink. Let's use a fun ink brush too. Like this, which is super angled and fun. Start on the inners of his eyes. Following my initial instinctive thoughts, I'm going to be following that guideline. Eyes are going to be there and there. some eyelashes. I'm going to leave the eyebrows a minute because that's going to be a fun bit. Just get the inner corners of this nose bridge in. Create this side actually. Let's do a little teeny bit of a mouth because it's going to be covered up with beard. Beard's going to be shooting off over here and here and cutting back around in the shape of his face. Going to be getting some hairs, following my instinctive guide still all the way through. Your instincts are always right. You heard that before? That in. And just randomly throw in strokes out for the random hairs. Seems to go up a bit further, so I'll carry that on. His ears, they're kind of pointed, so we'll exaggerate that a little bit, like so. And his head is going to be coming up here. Let's get the inside of this peak of this cap here. And let's draw the peak of his cap there. Some sort of logoage going on. Won't get too bothered with all that. Eyebrows. I want to follow my instinctive thoughts on the eyebrows rather than get too drawn into the details. Makes it more fun in the end. Pupils can go there and there, and let's move our sketch down a touch just so I can put a bit of a funny neck in. Do it on a new layer actually. That's all we need, innit? Just a few lines, just to let your brain do the rest. Some funny little shoes. In fact, I'll give him some trainers. He looks a bit cooler than shoes. Let's have a look how we are then. So we've done a quick sketch, quite fun, and we got a nice little character now, Jay. So let's go ahead and colour him in. Going under my inked layer, just going to grab a skin tone off the reference. So let's just say, let's have a look. That might be too dark. Somewhere in the middle. I'll do that. And let's just colour him in, is it? Using the selection tool. Try and make it as quick as possible. Hat that's going to be going over there anyway. Okay, that's all the skin done. Drop, drag, boom, boom. I've only got that selected at the moment, so I can only work within this. So let's put some render on. What should we use? Let's just use a round brush, is it? So I'm going to be going towards the cooler colours. Add in saturation. This is going to be my shadows. Colorage going on there, and let's go darker. Let's go darker and get some fun depth in it, like so. Only in certain parts. Nose there, and we'll cut back in. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Cut back in there like so. Oh, it's got a bit of pinkness going on. Like to add a bit. I'm just going to grab the local colour, a little bit more saturation, and we're just going to glaze. A bit of redness there and there. Let's grab a local colour on the lips. Back to my round brush. Go much deeper for the depth. What I want to do is just cut back in with a skin tone so it sort of looks a bit more believable and not so pink. Just get that skin tone, and then it's just glazing. Like so, eyes. Colour his eyes in like so. Very dark brown eyes, that's what we'll use. Okay, let's get a bit of light on the subject. We're going to go a bit towards the warmer tones there now. just gonna glaze in some light. Quite a lot of cool colours coming from over there, so I'll grab a bit of that. Whoa, what brush is that? Let's go down a bit. Make it look a bit more believable by just brushing in some more local colour. Bit of light on the arms. Bit on the neck. Get a bit of depth on that neck actually. Okay, that's the skin done. Let's colour in his body. Let's give him the same colour t-shirt. Nice blue. Desaturated blue. That's what we want. Start a new layer, and let's use a selection tool again. Selection tool means that we can't go outside of our chosen selection once we've selected it. Around like so. You know me, I'm not too neat. Cut in there because we've missed it with our skin. I'm going to go into the rest of the clothes actually. So we got our whole silhouette finished up. It's just the cap left then. Sending this to Jay as a high quality PNG file, so he can use it for whatever he wants. It's be a huge file. He can use it for his social media, he can get it blown up, he can print it, whatever he wants. There we go, got all that selected. Now we can't work off that, so let's just quickly get these trainers done. Give him some white trainers like so. Some luminous yellow ticks because that's all I could think of and that's what I got on mine. The jeans, I'm gonna go with a different colour for them, maybe grey. Give them some grey joggers. Cut back in too far there. joggers, shirt, grab the local colour. Touch time for shadows. Not going to be putting too much details into the clothes. And we'll just simply go lighter. Like so. Right, let's get his cap on. Cap, I'll just work off the same layer. Quickly doodling his cap in. All the way around. Like so. It's a very dark grey. We can manage that. Maybe go a touch lighter, and then let's work in some shadows underneath. Like that. We got a blue light coming from over there, so we'll do that ourselves. And our text is white. Okay, that's it then. Just beard left. Let's get over everything with the beard then. We're just going to colour this in. Trying to stay as big a brush size, you know, as I possibly can. Where possible, I'll as soon as you go small, you start going a bit too neat. That don't really suit my style when I'm too neat, so. Like that. Eyebrows. Let's add a bit of variation now to this beard. A bit darker. What brush should we use right now? Let's use my fur hairbrush. Bloody thing. Bit of variation, so it doesn't all look the same colour. And in a minute I want to try and get a few greys and a bit of that light in as well. Right. Yeah, I want to get a bit of that light in, so let's get the greys in first. There's only a couple of loose greys popping around. And then let's get some of that blue with a bit of glaze, I think. I need to alpha lock that layer a minute, and then we can try and glaze in a little bit of blue. And And a bit up here, why not? Final thing, let's pop some highlights on him. Pop some highlights on him. Like so. Oops. Pop some highlights like so, and then I just want to add a little bit of depth to those eyes with a dark, really dark colour. And I just mean just like that. Right, last thing left to do, I just want to make him pop. If you see my new Pets 2 tutorial, you'll know all of it popping. So let's just bring the layers together, merge down, merge down, merge down, and I got all the layers together. I'm just going to make it pop on curves. Bring the lights out and bring the darks in, and then I'll give them a bit of saturation, bit of a saturation boost, and a bit of a background. I'm thinking pale yellow, because why not? What should we use for the background? I know what we can use. We can use this, which is quite a fun. Where's it gone? Yeah, that. First, let's make sure we move him more central. I'm just going to squash him a little bit. And now we can work on the background. Let's just give him some textured background. That worked well on a layer that's open. Give him a little bit of shadow under his feet. Subsurface scatter, do we need it? Do we? Let's pop a little bit in. Why not? Pop a little bit of subsurface scatter in as well, just because we can. Sort of do this on the terminator lines to make things pop. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. We just need to darken a bit around the tops of those eyes for depth. How long did that take? It took us 30 minutes and it's finished and it looks cool. All we gotta do is sign it. And there's Jay.